artifacts, the party fought a Godzilla-sized, multiple-headed goose monster that could breathe fire, jets of acid, and cones of cold, and was terrorizing a
Easy
city.
peasy.
Surprisingly enough, the battle lasted only a single session, and actually went over fairly well.
Yeah, we shot a lot of heads off and then super killed it, and then I went in a swim inside it, effectively.
Yes, you did. You went for a grand adventure inside of the thing's body cavity.
Yep. It was
And
basically the
took out
world's
a bunch of
gooeyest
stuff.
spelunking.
It was something. But the party came out with a bunch of stuff, including, let's see here, let's see here, what was the list of stuff?
Feathers down the fire lung, a section of its heart, lots of its liver, and some like choice-looking flank.
80 kilos of liver.
Yes.
That is a lot.
Yes, it is. It's a good starting point, is what it is.
It's fucking delicious. That's what it is.
Is the operative plan.
Let's see.
But you people never gotten foie gras before.
Not 80 kilos of it. I have, and I enjoy it. And I have not consumed 80 kilos of foie gras.
80
Yeah, but
kilos
here's
is a
the thing.
lot.
Oh yeah, but here's the thing. It's fucking delicious. It's super nutritional for you, and you can make a nice sashimi out of it. The thing is, if you use a sweet soy sauce with ginger, it takes away all that the funky liver taste to it, and all you get is goodness. Delicious, delicious goodness.
It is true. I think the first time I had liver, it was in a not Cantonese style, different style. Man style, maybe? And it had plenty of ginger in it and some lotus flower. It was very nice. And then I had liver afterwards, and I was like, oh, I guess I do like liver. And then went, hey. I've grown used to it now, but when I first tried it, I was very disappointed that it wasn't how I had expected. Yeah. But it would seem that Mierah is super very much, looking forward to a bath, and apologizes in advance if there is any banging of Callie's mum involved. But I'll try to behave. I'll try.
You'll try.
Yeah, I'm a good girl. Tailwag, innocent face, side eyes.
Squint.
Smack.
Wait, why does that have?
But yeah, while
That doesn't make
I'm
sense.
with her and we're both in an undressed and
That isn't
innocent
that's
state,
right.
keep her nice and accompanied for a while, and you can go looking for wherever she hides some valuables, and then we can peace out. Tell you what, just in case you guys have to, just teleport me naked out the bath, who wants to take my bag? Because I don't exactly want to leave all of my stuff behind.
Well, who has a bag big enough to hold your bag?
It's a bag of holding itself, so it's just carry a bag of holding for me, please.
Okay.
Yeah, so I hand off all of my belongings, and I will gently pet Sagara and place her in the bag in statue form. I have checked, she's fine. The statue does not need to breathe.
How many of you are going to be going to entertain the queen?
Is it just me?
Not me.
Ah, God.
What is that background noise there?
It's dogs barking.
No, there's like a droning sound back there, too.
It sounds like a leaf blower. Are they barking at a leaf blower?
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Oh yeah, I stuck my vacuum cleaner on Tasha's snoot the other day. It was adorable.
Oh no.
She was just like, yes.
Most dogs do not react like that.
Most dogs are supposed to be terrified of those.
No, she was just like, yes, let me stick my entire head in there. Come on, open up.
You're supposed to be afraid, dog. Ugh.
And then we sucked off an entire extra Tasha's worth of hair. Just-
It's always funny when you can create a second dog out of the hair of one dog.
That does happen. I'm pretty sure a second me could be created out of the hair of me.
I mean, with magic, that could be literally true too.
Sweet. And then I could masturbate, but like directly. It would be strange.
Self-cessed, you mean?
Yeah. I still prefer the term, you know, just auto-masturbation. I think that technically falls into the same category as jerking yourself off with
Auto-
self-view that is a clone.
Autoerotic asphyxiation, what?
No, autoerotic masturbation. It's just automatically masturbating. But the science is well thought out. And
I
has
don't
been
know.
Assessed and juror by peers.
I don't know. I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah, looks like I'm the only one who's taken this bullet.
Is Mierah really the only one who's going to go to the baths?
Well, I can't because I'm the stealthy one, and nobody else here has any kind of charisma, so...
No, you only have stealth.
Do you actually have ranks in stealth skills?
I think I actually do.
Say invisibility is totally cheating, and also probably not what you want to start with, because it's honestly kind of more obvious to a wizard than just trying to sneak through.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Molly.
22.
Oh shit, it's really good stuff.
Well, in that
Molly
case,
will-
fuck this, I should go with Mierah as well. I was just planning on being the one who did all the sneaking.
Is Sophie better at the sneak?
Much better. Fuck.
Sweet.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's what you get when you have play an intelligence character. You get a shit ton of skill points.
So Callie, you know, what's a threesome sound?
With my mother.
I mean, she doesn't have to penetrate you, or you her.
Cal will just give you a, like, really hard spank on the ass.
Yeah. Admittedly,
Go.
it's like
Go.
cottony soft dressing gown, and probably feels like the softest thing ever.
Ugh. Just mush. Go. Go, girl.
Yeah.
It would probably be best if more than one person goes.
Yeah,
It might appear suspicious if only one of us goes to the baths.
Then again, you all sort of get played off as prudes, and me and Callie got this shit under control.
Molly, why don't you go with them?
Ah, yes.
Me?
Extra
Yes.
thick.
Extra thick.
Mhm.
Okay. Minerva will come
Cool
too.
boys.
She has no stealth.
Sweet.
Those who are not good at sneaking or being covert should go.
I
Cadia?
believe in you guys.
No offense, dear. You're
Kaelirra.
not the sneakiest.
Look, I mean, it's literally just joining for a bath, or are you afraid of getting naked? I've seen you naked before. Admittedly, you got bitten to death by a monster not long afterwards, but, you know.
Claire. Fine.
Yeah.
So now we have the opposite of where everyone's going to the bath and now only Sophie is wandering the castle.
I've been told to go to the bath, so fuck you guys.
And then
Just
Mierah
kidding.
will let them all go and go with Sophie. No, I'm kidding. Kidding.
At the very least, I'm not going to be caught completely with my pants down. Because I can just summon my weapon and my armor whenever the fuck I want.
Right.
I'm just like the weirdest Jedi.
You are. You can cast Accio lightsaber like a good wizard.
Pull the lightsaber out of my arm.
Or ours.
No, it's the arm.
Okay.
If you say so.
Yeah, we have this jug of fancy Everwine from the boss.
Oh, that's right. You're borrowing that.
Yep. Thumbs up.
Fawn
Just
wine.
make sure you bring it back.
I'm gonna sit in a different part of the bath.
No, it's not fun wine. This
Oh,
is
well.
the boss's stuff from I don't know what dimension it originates.
Mega extra super duper fawn wine.
It is just wine.
It's not fawn wine, it's fen wine.
Oh no! But doesn't that give everyone furpies? I would avoid it.
Oh, God. It's just wine.
It replicates the Corgonzo beans. Turns everybody into Corgon.
Ugh, much terrible, bad idea.
That's the spirit.
But yeah. Alright.
Well,
We're
if
ready
you
to
are going to
commence.
the baths and Sophie is going to sneak around looking for what we're after, I suppose I will stay here and examine these monster parts.
Sure. You got your little
I'm-
earpieces as well, I'm sure, in case things go completely to hell.
I'm sure I'll notice if things go bad.
Sweet.
Sounds of screaming and explosions is not easy to miss.
Well, I mean, it depends what's screaming and explosions.
And it better not be that kind of screaming.
What? You know, yeah, I'm behaving. I'm obviously behaving. Everything's gonna be fine.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
alright then. Ready to rock
Alright.
and or roll.
So, Molly, Mierah, Poison, Mierah, Kelly, and Kia are all going to go to the baths, and I will reveal things as you go. Oh, yes, 1 second. Oh, I forgot. What do you- I will make some reveal area. All right, outside of your doors, there has already been what looks like a kind of a guard has taken up position at your door to if you need anything. It is a pair of dark-skinned elves, and
Mierah, go
turn
from
to
away.
they turn to address you when you are leaving. We have been told that you are going to go to the baths after helping to save our city from that terrible monster.
Yep.
Do you require directions or an escort?
Directions would be great.
All
But
right.
an escort's fine. Even naked, we could probably take that goose on. Flex. Big biceps just bulge for a moment.
Callie will squeeze.
Yeah, soak it in.
And as you squeeze, you can feel the muscle tissue underneath that fur.
Yeah,
and
those
delectably
those
soft
tendons.
Skin.
Yeah, those tendons feel like steel cables.
Oh, yeah.
Well, in order to get there, you just have to down this hallway and take a left, and then you will have to pass through the gardens, and you head down to the you take a left again at the gardens, and head through them, and into the adjoining wing. And they will be very near the. They'll be the third door on the right.
Alrighty.
Okay. Feel free to move, I suppose.
If you want to go ahead first, Savin.
Sure.
Oh, yep.
Oh no, you all turned into goofies. Oh no,
Oh gosh,
you're gonna yuck them up.
I gotta hook you up, pal.
All right. Then to the gardens, and it seems to be an open air, almost like the ceiling, though enclosed, looks to be made out of an array of glass and stone and metal, allowing the light from the sky to come down and filter through to the plants. There's a large fountain in the middle. Trees and bushes and beds of flowers have been planted. On towards one end of the gardens, another set of guards stands at attention to the entrance into another wing, and then keeping watch in one of the corners is one of the towering Gladiatrix demons.
Mierah will give her the old finger pistols as they go past.
She will give your group a nod, and will watch you as you leave. And let's see. Here we go.
Right, there's just sleeping quarters and like the kitchen, right? In the guest
What?
quarters, or that's
This is
no,
the guest
that's-
quarters.
yeah. I was looking at trying to see if I could see a fucking bathroom on the map.
Those are not yet.
Toilets.
As you head-
that's what I mean.
You head down, following the directions to the left. You head to the right, and at the end of this hallway, there is another pair of guards. This one are demons, though, a pair of Legion devils. And heading for the door, you were told. You count them out: 1, 2, 3 on the right, and you see the entrance to the door to the baths that way. And I will reveal those to you. That room to you. And this was the only effect. This was the only, the only bathroom I could find that was large, and I didn't have to create on my own. So in hindsight, I maybe could have. I only just I only just now actually noticed the whole what the background of it was. Literally only about 5 minutes before the game started did I notice.
Richard,
touch
faith.
There was actually another one quite similar.
Sweet Jesus.
I know, right?
I'm instead reminded of that picture of people who nailed that pose when they were doing a dive into a pool.
Anyway.
Oh boy.
That's fucking.
The Royal Baths is a spacious affair with a large sunken-in tub along at the far wall, and there is a number of smaller ones aligned across one of the back walls nearby when you enter. There are a small area to the north where one can change or if
business.
necessary. Yes, if necessary.
It's also a place where you go do lines.
Possibly.
You can't do it not in a bathroom. It's not done.
It's just
But wait,
not
if
done.
you do it off a hooker's ass, do you have to drag her into the bathroom to do it?
No, does
Well,
it
no,
banana
hooker's ass is
nice?
just generally on the same kind of levels
I
of
wonder if there's
sanitary
dynamic lighting
comparison.
on this. I don't want the dynamic
Ah.
lighting on this.
That
If you
depends
wanna-
on what kinds of hookers.
It's-
If you
Remember,
want to go up
Jeffrey.
a level, you do it off a hooker's dick. That's
No,
better.
no, no. It's where they're doing a handstand and you go from ass to dick.
Oh, where you like snort it up off the taint? No.
Yeah, yeah. You gotta ride across Grundle's bridge.
You don't go for the taint snort.
No,
Friends
come on.
don't let
You-
friends taint snort.
Friends don't let
that
friends
ass
snort
like
blow
you're
off of a
on a
hooker's
canopy.
Bifkin's ridge.
The taint.
Come
the
on,
Grundle,
Third.
the
You know you got to
fleshy
love
fun
that
bridge.
ass.
Really felch the shit out of them. Really
Anyway,
toss their salads.
Oh my.
and then my mother walks into us talking about doing coke on the hooker's ass.
That's why you- Wear a headset.
I was talking about my character's mother, but okay.
That would be
okay.
great though, as well. You just suddenly hear like the clattering of like dishes dropping and then distressed Jewish mother noises. Oh my boy, where did he go wrong?
Oh, man.
Uh,
Even if there was a
I
risk.
should have spanked him as a child.
Oh.
Now I'll never
why you
get
won't give
grandkids.
Ah,
is this why you won't
God,
give
no,
the babies?
please. Please, no.
well, just as lively as you were the last time you were here. You hear from behind you as a figure passes through the doorway. And it is Areshka.
Milady. Mierah will bow politely.
Do
A
you
big
take
sweeping
your hat?
dip. I tip an imaginary hat. I'm currently in nothing but a super fluffy dressing gown, which I guess I'll probably hang up somewhere. Yeah.
And she will immediately go to Callie and we'll wrap her up in a big hug.
Yay.
Everything so-
Oh no,
Oh,
you're
no.
stooging. Oh no.
Okay.
Hug. There you go. Next to each other. It's good to see you again.
You too. See, I told you I'd be back before you knew it.
Yes, I didn't expect our next reunion to be on the, when
Field of
when
goosey
the city was
battle?
under attack.
I'm just glad we got to fight that thing. Ever since you mentioned it, I was so excited. It's an actual Hydra goose.
I wish I had known that you were down there. I would have come to aid you.
Oh, but then we wouldn't have got to fight it so good.
I suppose, but you thought of you facing a creature like that, even with your friends.
Pshaw, we were fine. Besides, I'm going to get to tell stories about this forever.
I suppose you will. It is a great feat that you have accomplished, and you have of course earned a nice relaxation after a hard-fought battle.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I'm most excited about that.
Please, everybody, avail yourselves of of what I have to offer. Relax and enjoy yourselves.
Will you be joining us at the bar?
I have taken care of a few things, such as making sure that the fires in the city have been put out, and that the troops are set about on their tasks of making sure that anyone that was left in the area of conflict is rescued from the destroyed buildings, and the ruined houses are picked through, and rubble being cleared, those things. So
You've
yes,
probably
I will be
mobilized a
here
legion
to.
of butchers.
I will be here to. I will join you, and Tazia herself. She'll be along shortly as well.
Oh, lovely. Then, Mierah will do a little tippy toe standing stretch, probably like brush against the ceiling unless it's vaunted.
It is a high ceiling, so
Oh,
you're
okay,
fine.
cool. Yeah, she'll tippy toes and stretch upward until everything has its chance to pop and crack. It's just, that typical, like, everything just looks like all of their muscles. Big old boobages, big old buns. And then, of course, I fucking forget what she's toting in the ways of Crotch Town.
Who, you?
Yeah, it's something monstrous.
I don't remember.
And Molly goes to take a pee.
No, she goes to get changed.
Let's see
Hopefully
here.
she didn't piss in the pool.
She's going to hang up her robe.
Yeah, she has an 11-inch doggo bone and e-cup
Woof.
boobages. Indeed. She's doing well.
Aresh will watch as Molly goes to get changed. See, very charitable of you, allowing one of your servants to enjoy themselves as well.
She may be a servant, but she's also an incredibly capable healer. Probably the only reason that we haven't all met our terribly painful, deadly ends at some point along the line.
It's true.
A great healer, you say?
Absolutely.
Who does she patron?
I forget. Mierah answers actually 100% honestly. I don't remember.
She has not spoken of her deity?
She possibly has, and I've just kind of forgotten. I know that sounds awful, thinking about it. I've just always thought of her as really good at healing. I forgot about the actual religious connotations.
Well, out of character, if you think about that, that could be like, since she's a servant, you haven't really paid attention to what she's been saying.
Yeah, true. Mierah's too nice,
Actually-
though. Otherwise, she wouldn't be here for bath time, because then it would be like, well, I don't think much of her. No, I obviously do think a whole bunch of her. I've just forgotten because I suck.
Dog memory.
You trust her?
Implicitly, again, with our lives, she's had more than enough means to, not save them.
I see.
And she could bring a man on
Well-
the brink of death into the embrace of the light once again. It's really genuinely impressive.
Even so, you should be careful. I am not ignorant of what the elves are doing. That there is a rebellion brewing amongst them, and I have heard reports of some divine acts being wrought by clerics and paladins.
We'll ponder for a bit. Well, I mean, Molly's been with us since we travelled from way far off, so kind of doesn't fall into the same boundaries, thankfully.
I told the gods to stay out of mortal affairs, or lest they incur my wrath.
What would you do
Impressive.
to a god?
They
Also,
and their
we should continue
servants.
this in the bath.
Sure.
Mierah will smile and climb in.
Doggy paddling.
She'll do a little circle in it as the dog would until she's certain that everything is the perfect amount, and then return to exactly where she entered the water at.
Okay.
Sploosh.
After a moment, Molly will come out wearing a towel, and she seems to be quite red in the face, and is just clinging to the towel. and holding
Minerva
it.
will then go to
The
change.
tiny,
Come on,
tiny,
Molly.
tiny
The towel does look
Ooh,
like
the
it
big
is
towel.
having trouble.
Come on, Molly.
I don't know.
Kaelirra wolf whistles.
Uh,
You could just hear the towel go, oh god, help. I can't take anymore.
I'm giving her all she's got, Captain.
It is stretched tight around her bust and her
She
and
can't
her,
take the
now,
curves.
her now borderline inhumanly wide hips now. It's just I'm so much bigger than I was before. I just don't know.
How does Oreshka actually react then on seeing, in
Your guy's
Molly
freaking
Molly
tall.
in the thick?
Her head is cocked to the side and she is raising an eyebrow and looking at Molly. Where did you find this elf?
I don't know, but I could use a few more.
I think I know what god she patrons. It must be that. It must be that Kaelirra. Or I suppose perhaps Mithras,
Well, as long as it's a god who's damned the thickness, I don't
goddess
mind.
of life or fertility.
I sound pretty up there.
Fertility.
Yeah.
Well, she got that fertile figure.
Blushing intensifies. Please, I'm having enough trouble adapting to this new size. I should just go back to our room.
No, it's fine.
Kaelirra's just gonna mage hand the towel off. Just boop.
No, hey, wait, no. She fights the towel.
Opposed strength
it
check
on.
between the nerds.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
like
okay.
a 5-pound pull in it or
God,
something
what even
miserably
is
weak
her?
like that.
What is her?
She-
What is her stat?
She can carry fucking plate armor, so she's probably strong enough.
Let's-
Yes!
I don't even- I
Nerd
don't
power,
know what
go!
her strength was.
But it's a mage hand. They pull 5 pounds.
Shut up.
Literally just pull 5 pounds. Oh, your strength is okay there, Molly. You've actually got good stat, really good stats. But it's only a
Fuck.
oh,
The towel
No,
will hold.
the towel stays.
Poke, poke, poke. Eh.
No, hey,
Just-
Molly, no, please, no, please. It's
Very well giggling, give Callie a nudge. Alright. She's nervous enough.
Oh. Okay, I'm sorry. Come on, Molly.
okay. I'll just go at my own pace here.
Meanwhile, Minerva will be done changing and it's come over.
Never
Mira
seen a
will
green-
Scooch.
Oreshka will take her robe off and will step into the hot water.
Sure, what's Oreshka got going on there?
Oh God, I don't. Oh.
Mira will intend to
You
admire.
can't even.
Well, on to. Well, it's not as. She is not as full of figure as Molly is.
Well, that would be
What the fuck
impossible to
would be?
achieve. Yeah.
However,
that can't be done by mortal man.
her features do seem. Oreshka's features do seem to be. There is definitely a more than mortal beauty to her, and there's some kind of underlying almost perfection to the what's the word?
Aura?
No, not
Presence?
aura. No, to the a perfection to the proportions of her body, and
This is very much hourglassy.
well, but everything just seems to perfectly fit together, as if it has been hand designed by some kind of grandmaster artist.
Some kind of
There is-
sweet artist with a good taste in
There
boobies.
is not a single flaw in the skin, in the entirety of her skin. Though the only thing that seems to be strange about her are her eyes, which are ethereal and pupilless.
Mira will pointedly look between Oreshka and Callie and then glance down and fold a leg over the other.
I guess Molly will start like, oh gosh, okay. I'm just and we'll very quickly jump in the water, and leaving the towel behind, and just kind of like hunker down in the water, trying to hide.
No. Yep. Mierah will just resume to look laid back.
Minerva will go, like, give Molly a pat on the shoulder. Like, they're there.
Thanks.
Because they've banged.
They have. But not Mierah, because she didn't want to
Molly
cuckold tennis.
blows bubbles into the water. Blub blub blub. So? I don't remember your companion having green skin before.
Well, I decided to put down roots here, Minerva says.
She arches an eyebrow. Put down roots.
I'm a plant now. It's fine.
Now, however did that happen?
Minerva will just, like, make little sparks and fireworks appear around her fingers with magic. Wiggle her fingers.
just the spread the words out, like the more you know, it just says a wizard did it.
Yes, exactly. Just prestidigitate in the air. A wizard did it.
A wizard did it. Was it that that one mage that you have with you? Where's your other friend, by the way? It's a pale one.
She's
She hates other people.
Wow.
Really? I was gonna try and scoot around it. She's not a social person, sadly.
But she travels with all of you?
Yeah, she's still good people. She's just not good at the social thing.
I see. And where's your other elf, your wizard?
Currently looking over a piece of the Super Duper Goose's heart to try and learn some more stuff about it for us.
Well, hopefully she won't cause any trouble.
Nah.
You do keep her on a short leash, I expect. Someone with her power could give you some trouble if you do not maintain discipline, Callie.
Oh, don't you worry. I keep my elves nice and close. She'll, like, go over and play footsie with Molly. Poke.
Callie, what are you doing? No.
Mierah will snicker. Although I don't remember there being an actual literal leash. We might have to look into that one.
Woof.
Oh my. Speaking of Holly and Sophie, back over with them. Sophie, your friends have all left. They have gone to the baths, leaving just you and Holly alone in the room.
Back at the Hall of Justice.
There's a pile of materials on the table that are sitting on possibly a tarp. Then Holly is just moving them around and seeming to categorize them in different piles.
Do you want me to roll spellcraft and knowledge arcana?
No, I will handle this if you do not mind. You have.
No, I was asking you, Kinathis. Kina, I was asking you if you want me to roll a spellcraft or arcana check to see what the fuck it is.
No, you don't have to do anything. Holly will tell you that she will examine the Hedrah Goose's remains while you handle your own part of the mission.
Well, given the fact that, unlike you, I can't really sense where high concentrations are. So if you could give me a slight direction, that would be good.
I don't know. I suppose this is no doubt one of the Queen's most prized possessions. Likely it would be kept in either her personal chambers or perhaps in some kind of vault.
Yes. So,
I don't
given
know
the fact
where
that
it
if it's in,
is.
no, but you can, given your affinity for magic, slightly higher
Didn't she
than
send
mine.
out the eyeball things?
Oh, to search the castle grounds? I think I vaguely remember doing that actually. I suppose I do remember her sending out a bunch of eyes a couple of times. Once to go look for Taz and others to look around the castle. Okay, 1 second.
Given the fact that her detection of magic is way better than Sophie's, he could just look, oh, there's this fucking nebula of magic. That direction.
Detect magic does not have a very high range.
I know, that's why I said she could do it, because she's a few levels above us.
Well, let's see. There are a few areas that are quite well defended. There is a large barracks there's a large garrison of demonic soldiers in the palace that you will want to avoid. I don't know the exact location of the artifact or where it is being held, though there are potentials. I believe the Queen's Chambers is north of the north of the East Wing. And I believe if anywhere, the entrance to the where she might keep any kind of treasure or vault would be near the garrison. So you might want to be careful with that. Just rolling some dice for no reason.
I'm trying to remember the words. But now the thing is the simple magical ward, magical detection, see-through invisibility, sentries. Those are a few things to have to look for.
Magical and mechanical traps would be a thing to look out for as well. No doubt there would be no more than just guards watching it, this vault if there is one for it.
Hopefully. She doesn't seem to be one who revels in her own superiority. Or sense of superiority, to be precise. If she were, she could have just been like, ah, why would I need any more advanced traps? Who would dare attack, etc. You know, the whole shebang.
Possible. She could be overconfident, but I would not want to
It
take my
doesn't.
chances.
Yeah, she doesn't seem to be the one that does that. So
It would be best to cover all your bases then. Let's see. Maybe anything I can do to assist you. Some kind of. Let's see. I wonder if there's a spell I can cast on you, make things go easier for you. I can't think of anything at the moment.
well, one would be overland flight and mist form, but that's just me.
I thought overland flight is your thing. You seem to like to
Yes.
using it.
Well, I'm not hearing anyone complain when I use it. It saves time.
All right, well, let's see.
Gas form, gaseous form, mist
Gaseous.
form.
Gaseous form. 2 minutes per level. Why 2 minutes per level? That's so weird. That's very different from everything else. Cannot run, but can fly at a speed of 10 feet. Let's see. Effects of are subject to the effects of the wind. Cannot enter water or any other liquid. Cannot manipulate objects or activate items. Well, if that is what you want, I could turn you into a smoke for a time. Is that what you want?
Well, it would be. So, I'm trying to remember. Trying to remember the wording. It would be useful that way I could fly, keep to the ceilings, or keep to the crevices, darker parts, speedily move around.
Well, I don't know. There could be some problems, but this is your part of the mission.
Yes, even if I just cast invisibility on myself, it'll make everything easier. Even if they see through invisibility, they would just see fog or smoke.
Okay.
Yes. So let's see. Let me whip out the rod of extent.
That doubles the time of a spell, right?
Yes, I still have charges on it.
Okay.
So, let's see. I guess form I can't cast spells on myself, correct?
You cannot.
No. So, let me extend, cast invisibility on myself, then render the rod to use and extend mist form.
Hmm. All right. She takes the rod from your invisible hand without really looking at you, and we'll just stare at you.
Well, didn't you have the gaseous form spell?
Yes.
Could you please cast it on me?
Ah, yes. I will. I will. I shall. And then she will use your rod and will cast on you. You have precisely 96 minutes until that goes away.
Well, that's very useful.
Let's see. Let me just. Oh. 6. And let's see. What's another? There'd be something else. 4, 9. Oh, yeah. 9. There. 96.
96 what, sorry?
She has 96 minutes of being a cloud.
That's a long time to be a cloud.
It is.
Mhm.
I'm floating through the air.
All right. Holly, Sophie is now an invisible cloud.
Yay!
All right.
I
And feel free to move yourself about.
You should get that amazing cloud token. You remember Mierah the motherfucking cloud?
Oh, yes. 1 second. I should do that.
The amazing motherfucking cloud is a great tool.
Fog. Yeah, it is. Yeah, that would work. That's prismatic cloud. Actually, that might make it easier to see, at the very least, for you. Let's give this a suit. Let's do this controlled by Sophie. There you go. Now you can now control that cloud, and I'll put Sophie over here.
Who?
You can only move at 10 feet, or at 10 feet per movement, and you cannot manipulate any physical objects or cast any spells while in this form.
Yeah, but I can go through. What's it called?
Can go through.
Yeah, so I can go through keyholes, cracks in doors, and strange shit like that without an issue.
At a slower rate, yeah. You have to filter your entire mass through it. But you could.
Yeah, no, it says in spell. Just pour myself through the holes.
Right. All right. And Sophie will begin to ooze through the door as an invisible cloud, specifically an invisible cloud.
Swoosh on
Yes.
over.
All right.
Just keep myself to the ceiling. Just
All right.
flatten myself out just to give as much surface area to be, like less visible. If
All
someone
right.
has
It is a very
seen visibility.
strange sensation that you are feeling, like you feel very thin and stretched, and you have almost zero ability to feel your own body anymore, and what you do feel is extremely alien to your senses. You feel huge yet small, and your your control is slow and sluggish at best. It feels light as a feather. It's very odd for you.
Yeah,
But
like going
willing
from
yourself, you pour yourself through the keyhole and under the door frame and head up to the ceiling of the hallway. And going slowly, as a cloud is very slow. It does take time. It takes several minutes to pour yourself through the door. But after,
no,
say, 5 minutes or
that's way
so,
too fuck. That's way too fucking slow.
this is my game. It takes about 5 minutes as you are trying to go slow, so you do not inadvertently alert people, remember, as what you have told me. So it takes a couple minutes, 5 minutes, to pour yourself through the door and head up to the ceiling. But you are in the hallway now. And one
Okay.
more, let's see. And before we go to back to the group in the baths next, a couple minutes after you leave, Holly has been staring at watching you leave and has gone to work, looking at over the remains of the choice remains of the Hydra Goose. And she, after about, say, about 5 or 6 minutes after you have finished pouring yourself through the door and have gone on your way, she stops looking over these set materials, and she she draws a few symbols in the air and then swipes her hand across them, and a small little wave passes through the room. And after that, she claps her hands together and places them on the floor. She begins to speak words, and a magic circle appears under her, and with a circle very defined on one end. As she chants, light and mist coalesces in that circle, growing denser and denser until it looks like a solid object. And then the object spreads out, up and up, until it is 5.5 feet up tall. And then it begins to take on a almost humanoid form. And then the light and mist bursts like a popped bubble, and standing a few feet away from Holly is
Dio.
another Holly.
Ah, they're gonna get freaky while none of us are there.
This other looks around for a second, almost confused for a brief moment before looking at her opposite number. And then Holly Prime will gesture to the materials on the floor, on the table. I need to go. You research these materials and write down the notes for it. I have urgent business that I must attend to. Yeah, all right. Yes, all right. I know what we have to do. I will do my best, as always. Then the other will step over to the table and will begin examining the materials, while the real Holly goes and will turn invisible and will proceed to leave. Whoops, that's not the right thing. All right. And now back at the baths. Mierah has rummaged through her bag and has pulled out a large golden pitcher that is covered in the motifs of fruits and spice and what look like the natural plant forms of various spices.
I apologize that the cups aren't quite as pretty as the jug, but I think that you'll enjoy.
Oh, what is this?
What may look like just a very pretty jug is in fact, and then she begins just, pouring into the cup. Super damn magic. And then she will hold it out.
When you tip it over, nothing happens.
Oh, right. She'll plunk it into the bath for a moment, give it a swish around, and then pour.
Or just water comes out.
Son of a bitch.
Make an intelligence check.
I forgot how this one works.
Yes, you have forgotten how it works.
Ugh.
It was demonstrated when you first
Yeah,
encountered it.
I believe it's you have to run your fingers along the pattern of the thing in whatever it was. Damn it all.
What would you like to do?
Trail my fingers across the pattern of the jug.
Well, oh god, your intelligence check was 3.
Yes.
Oof. Yeah, you.
Fucking.
Yeah, you don't remember. Yeah, you just don't remember. Like
I'll
shit.
hand it
How
off.
did this fucking thing work again? Oh,
I'll hand it off to Molly. Molly.
Oh,
Help.
did you? Okay.
I forgot.
Yeah, sure. That's okay. I know how it works. And she will reach out and will stand up, completely forgetting her briefly forgetting about her body for a moment and exposing herself to the group. She will reach out and will grab the pitcher from your hands. She will bring it over to herself and will then look like she just freezes and locks up for a second, and then she her head just slowly looks down and then looks back at you guys.
It's fine. Booze.
She you watch her, and she holds the jug in one hand, and with her other hand she gently touches several of the motifs and engravings.
Right, that was it.
What kind of what kind of wine do you want?
It's something exotic and not from this land.
Uh,
Strength doesn't matter in particular. Probably red.
Red?
Yeah.
Okay. She will touch one of the various looking. She will stare at it for a second. Which one was it again? I think it was this one. She will touch one of the several designs of grapes on it. And she'll think about it for a second, and then we'll tap it a second time. And we'll make it glow just a little bit brighter. Then she'll tap, maybe a couple other fruity designs.
Neat.
Some let's see, what are good fruits that could go into wine?
I mean, for the most part, it's just usually grapes for a wine. Is
Apple
fine,
is
but
popular. Watermelon wine.
no,
that's not a real thing, is it?
that sounds
That
sounds
real,
like
is
the
it?
most Valley Girl drink ever.
Because I don't know anything about wine, so I need some input.
We
I
got
would like some input.
grapes, apples, yes. We got some of the pears. There's also some berries, which are probably
Ooh,
plums.
maybe what about plums?
Yeah, the second
Plum.
thing when I look for fruit wine is watermelon.
That's
Serious.
disgusting. I'm horrified at how Valley Girl that is.
As
She will touch
somebody
the
who
one for
lives in
plums
Stonewall from
as well.
France, that's horrifying.
Elderberry.
Elderberry is good. Very, very
Yes.
tart and sour.
Well,
Fig.
this is going to be mixed together, more or less.
Sweet.
So it'll be
So then,
grapes and plums and
Yeah. If you want,
I
you
would recommend
want to be real weird,
So
you use the
something-
plum, yeah.
you can
That's the
also
only
do a bit
that
of
one I know.
nutmeg to counter it and give it a bit more richness to it.
She will tap the engraving that looks like the plant that is nutmeg.
Dandelion.
Cinnamon?
No,
Maybe
No,
after if we want a mullet.
not for,
Later then.
Yeah.
All right. Some nutmeg, some plums, and some grapes. And I think after a battle like that, everyone would like a nice strong drink. So she'll tap the fruits. She'll tap the plum a second time and make that one glow a bit brighter too. And then she'll will go about and with a tomatoey face, clearly highly embarrassed with her nudity, she will begin to pour the wine. And she'll just tip over the empty pitcher, and wine will come out of it, and will pour into the cups.
There we go. Yeah. Sorry about that. I totally forgot to
You
combine
just have
buttons and
to.
stuff.
You just have to touch the plants and fruits that you want, and if you give each one a second tap, it makes it stronger. Its flavor will be more pronounced in the wine, and if the more times you push on the fruits, the the stronger the wine will be, more alcohol will be in it.
Excellent.
And give me a perception check
Sure.
if you would like while she's pouring this.
Doot. Yeah, I can't roll good at the moment.
It's not really necessary.
does this castle count as city or dungeon?
It is a castle. You are not in a dungeon,
Yeah, no,
and you are not in the
this is
city
not-
proper.
Yeah, this isn't my favorite terrain. I'll need to add bathrooms to favorite terrain. That would be sweet. I mean, it also wouldn't be too Far Cry, but it'd be favored for entirely different reasons.
Holy shit, Mierah, when Molly leans over, damned, her tits just are just enormous and are just almost completely in your face as she is bending over to pour this wine. Also, you notice just on one of the edges of the pitcher, there seems to be not just motifs of like fruits and spices, but there is a symbol, like a engraving that looks like a pair of dancing humanoids
Huh.
with cloven legs.
Nice. I will not press the button, as tempting as it is.
There is what looked like a pair of satyrs dancing. Well, a satyr and a fawn dancing together.
Mm.
And she will pour
Dancing.
a cup for everybody, and we'll place the pitcher down on the floor nearby, and then we'll retreat to the water. Oh, there. For an elf, you have a very lovely figure there, child. Very good. And you serve your comrades very well. And Ereshka will take one of the cups of wine.
Yep, cool. There should be enough for everyone, even though Cadia probably isn't going to drink any.
There's a
Cadia's free, yeah.
there's a cup for each person.
Cadia, are you still about the not drinking thing?
You should drink. You've fought a hard battle and deserve it. Relax.
I'm still on the clock.
Sigh. She's been on the clock so far as I'm aware for the last century or so. It's just how she is. More for me.
When does your friend ever relax?
I don't know that she ever does. There is
Hmm.
no chill on Cadia.
I suppose it is admirable that you are so dedicated to your work. Though you really don't have to keep it up. In here, you can relax if you so wish.
I can, but I will not.
Well, I suppose
I
that's...
I am duty bound to my employer, and I will not take part in leisure activities until my task is over.
Well, she will look at Callie. Well, I guess that's it. Then it's your decision to let her off the chain.
Well, if she wants to, I have no problem with it.
I would rather not. I just want to be like fucking Archer right now. You're not my supervisor.
Aw, come on, Cadia. Don't be a spoil sport, and Callie will swish over and put a hand on your thigh.
Glare.
Puppy dog eyes.
A dangerous game.
Not the puppy dog eyes.
You're not my boss. Just whispered quietly.
If you insist.
Mierah just watches with a grin. I told you, Callie. Cadia is a rock, immovable.
Also antithetical to fun.
Yeah.
I will not
Keeps
stop
people
you
safe.
from having fun.
You're a giant fun black hole.
Oh,
If I am preventing you from having fun, I'll return to my room.
now, if there's no need to leave. It's all right. If she really does not want to partake, then I suppose that's hers. That's up to her.
And supposedly, this jug can temporarily empty. It'll take a lot of drinking. I am up to this challenge.
Where did you find that? It's a rather intriguing object you found there.
It's a beautiful gift.
A gift, you say?
Yeah.
From
Its origins I
who?
can't speak from.
Oh, really? It is a
No, I'm afraid not.
secret?
A secret gift.
A secret gift of a jug. A magical jug that produces vast quantities of wine?
I have very good friends. She'll
Hmm.
grin smugly.
How interesting.
I can't help but notice there is another little button here in this jug, and she will like tilt it to reveal the pictures of dancey cloven-hoofed individuals.
Oreshka will look at the jug, will put a hand on her, rest her chin in her hand, and her cheek as well. If those do what the others do,
She'll give the jug a gentle swish and quirk a brow.
I suppose if those do what the other magical engravings do, it would pour the satyr or fawn wines that are so spoken of in the Fey realms.
Yes, yes, indeed. Have you ever had a chance to partake in foreign wine before?
Well, in my spare
Everyone-
time, after
Everyone went to
during the
college.
war, my soldiers had collected a great quantity of this stuff while taking territory from the Grand Alliance. I have experimented with its effects. It is rather good wine, just in spite of what it does. Makes me think that you must have received it from some satyr lord.
See,
Can't imagine
it
anyone
would be
else would have
very
had
telling.
such a object in their possession. A highly coveted prize it would be for them. You must have done something remarkable.
I mean, we do remarkable things with alarming frequency.
Well, I'd say so. Felling 2 great beasts within the span of a few weeks is remarkable indeed.
Bet we could do even better. Are there any more that need whooping?
Yes, there are more of the dangerous creatures roaming the world. They were all set free from their cages and prisons at the end, and have roamed about the lands. Some have not stayed on the continent and threaten places elsewhere, but there are still a few on this continent, yes, that we know of. There's the great thunderbird that haunts the mountains and peaks to the north and west. It has been spotted for some time circling the mountain ranges up there. Has made it an area that few, if any, people travel through or to. There is a creature that is said to devour entire villages or towns overnight as it digs through the ground and comes up to feed, swallowing entire buildings
Like
and
some
their
kind of
contents.
giant boulet?
I believe that was what the creature must have been at some point, although now it is much, much larger.
The water is stirred by a swishing tail.
Excited with the thought of fighting another grand creature?
Yeah. It's a good time.
That reminds me, after our bath, I must reward you for removing those creatures from the world. There is a great standing reward for each one, though none have been claimed, as they are extremely dangerous and very powerful creatures.
I don't know. I feel like being in your lovely company is gift enough.
Cadia
She
just
smiles.
tenses up at the mention that there's rewards for these things. She's like, oh no. They're gonna go for them, aren't they? The sons of bitches.
You bastards!
Well, that's very kind of you to say, Mierah.
Jim's grin toothily. Yeah, I mean, I've done a great many things, but I can safely say that I don't think I've bathed with a queen before.
Well, that's a shame. You are a very charming young. Uh, I'd say you are from Hasir, yes, from the deserts to the far south.
Yeah, there's a lot of little bits and pieces mixed in with me. Probably something a little bit infernal in origin. And then she will
Really?
also indicate the uh, um, like monstrous eyes, essentially. The Hellhoundy Keepers.
Yes, I do see it. One of your ancestors laid with one of my kind, a demon. Oh, yes, now would be a good time.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good guess. I don't know for sure exactly where I came from.
Well, I think it all comes together very well for you. And let's see, can all hear now a pair of footsteps coming, echoing through the chamber, as a tall Amazonian-esque woman steps through the door with a small bag and wearing a long silk bathrobe. It is Callie. It is your sister Tazia.
Hey, sis.
Hello, sister. Mom, I've taken care of a few small details, and everyone wanted me to. Callie wanted me to join, so yes, it's quite all right, dear. Please. I'm sure you and Kaelirra would very much like to catch up some more. Please come and enjoy the baths with us. Tazia will give a small bow and will go get changed. And then after a moment or two, she will, like, staring at the fawn sigil. Tazia will come back out, this time with just a towel in one hand, and her body naked to the world. She is just as statuesque as was assumed. She is extremely tall, over 7 feet, and is much like Mierah, is covered in well-toned muscles, and looks to be very strong and hardy.
The toothy grin spreads only further. She's no 7'7", but she's looking good.
She will take a seat next to Callie.
If I had mind powers, I'd be beaming, Callie, I want to bone your sister and your mom. And you. All of them at once.
Well. Here's the thing. You happen to have mind powers, remember?
I do. Not quite the same mind powers, and I feel that hypnotizing them is a little bit date rapey.
Well,
You
you're
do
supposed
have
to be
the
a
ability to hypnotize
distraction.
people.
It's true, it's supposed to be a distraction, but right now they're quite admirably distracted. I won't have to pull out the big guns like suggestive Borks.
Suggestive.
Look at that, suggestive Borks.
Borgs suggestively. Suggestive Borgs.
I know, right? There's like that is adding way too many like extra rolly things to it that doesn't need to be there. That is so strange.
It is.
I might have to play around with that at some point, but whatever.
Alright.
But yeah, no, she's not going to activate suggestive Borks. She has booze. Booze makes everything happen. It'll make an elephant fuck a pig.
It just so happens you have an extra cup of wine for it there that Cadia did not want to have.
This is very true. So, She will look over the picture again. I'm going to spice up my wine a little bit, I think.
Oh my. Really?
Yes, I think so. And she will run her thumb along the little fawn symbol so that it starts to glow.
Goodness gracious. How brave of you.
Well, you know, I like to relax in style, I suppose.
Her eyes will look over at her daughter, who is sitting not just a few feet away, only about 10 feet from her, and you. Are your companions are, I suppose, from how open you are, your companions are well used to your shenanigans?
Shenanigans is an appropriate way to describe it, yes. And your daughter has proven very demanding in cases. Liquid
Has
assistance
she
is
now?
sometimes.
And she will turn her head direct to look at Callie. Really?
Innocent whistling.
My, what have you gotten into?
Do you remember the bathtub? I remember the bathtub.
The bathtub, you say?
Don't remember anything.
Actually, that's because you were probably blasted because it was an entire bathtub.
She will fix Callie with a look, like, I wonder. Are you finally going to get around to giving me some grandchildren, Callie?
High five! That was so
Callie, what are
worth
you
it.
doing,
Oh my
baby?
god. Fuck yeah.
I'm not getting any younger, Callie.
Callie will just like sink down into the water until just like the tip of her nose and her eyes are above water, and she'll just burble.
Suddenly looking a lot like Shy Molly.
Yeah.
Both of them are now burbling. Fuck yeah. Alright, and yeah, Mierah will pour out a cup of fawn wine and then hold up the pitcher and offering. I can switch the fawn wine bit off if you'd like. For your top up. And Tazia, please, you must have a drink.
A drink? Oh, well, I suppose, given the celebratory nature of this, I can indulge. And she will take one of the cups of wine and we'll pause and we'll look at her mom and we'll look at you. This isn't the fawn wine, is it?
Oh, you can, she points at the little sigil. Give that a rub and you can turn off the fawny part of it.
This one's okay then? She'll point to the other, just untaken glass.
Yep, that one's clear.
Oh, okay, good. I don't know if I'm up to that kind of celebration. Thank you. She'll take the wine and we'll sit back down in the pool. And I think let's go back to Sophie now. Sophie,
Sweet.
you have settled into your misty form and have exited the guest suite for your party.
My misty form? Does it mean I get to go catch Pokemon?
Only water types
No.
though, and you're in a lava castle, sadly.
Well,
Don't
Misty got a
worry.
Togepi at one point, so fairy types are on the.
Metronome.
Although when she had Togepi, it wasn't a fairy type, so I mean it's a toss-up.
Yeah.
Well, if I'm gonna catch a fairy, I can just catch Grisha. Mierah.
Crusher.
That's it.
Mierah's not a fairy type. She's
Quite certainly some kind of dark fire type.
dark fire. She would be dark fire.
What
She
would
is that
Cadia be? Dark type,
Cadia?
obviously, but what else?
Angry
a
fairy.
dark fairy.
Dark fairy, because she's an Aasimar.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
Who's
that'd
an
actually be a cool
Aasimar?
type.
Not an Aasimar.
Yeah.
That's cool typing. I'd like that.
Oh, Cadia. Yeah, Cadia. Dark fairy. Dark and fairy.
And she also likes to listen to like the Smiths and music like that. Just other actual real life dark fairies.
Huh.
But Tish.
All right. So, Sophie, you've settled into your mist form and you are floating along the ceiling. The elves
Yes.
beneath you don't seem to have noticed you.
I'll keep going then. Yes. Spy the cloud. Spy the cloud.
All right. You pass through the archway leading into the
Careful.
garden.
Not
Good.
to, the thing about Archie, I look around and I see that like, does this happen to have any form of hidden runes?
The archway?
Yes. Because it's not like archway, so like the perfect fucking place like detection or yes.
Well, where are you where are you searching?
Well, literally because she's fuck ass tall. The top part, the quickie there.
Okay. Well, you don't keep in mind you cannot manipulate any physical objects. So your
No,
ability
but I
to
have. But I
your
have.
ability
Here's the thing. I have spellcraft.
okay. That's a spell. Yeah, okay. I mean, if there are any like engravings or mystical symbols,
Mhm.
you could try and figure out what those are. But you do not see any.
Moving on.
All right. Through the archway is what looks like an open air garden. The ceiling is made out of glass or crystal, which is and held in place by what looks like metal or stone. There are trees here and flower beds, bushes and benches, and a large fountain in the center. There are guards posted to the left, at the left here, the right here. And standing guard in one of the corners is a towering gladiatrix demon. And why don't you make me some kind of stealth check, please?
Very well. I get the bonus from being invisible.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. By moving, if I move, I only get a plus 20 from it.
Yes.
So 43.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, yes. Okay. No one notices the distortion in the air that is your presence or anything else. They do not notice you as you pass into the garden.
Okay, so do we get direction of where I was going to be going from the boss there, because you had scouted and all that shit.
She did mention the. She did mention the East Wing.
Which is east on this map.
It is what you would expect it to be.
Okay.
North,
Making sure,
east,
because-
southwest.
Okay, just making sure.
Okay, head through the garden into the eastern wing.
Yes.
Let's see. Reveal.
Yes. You reveal leg.
Just a nameplate in the next area. Is a hallway, and you pass through the arch leading into it. The hallways are larger than they. This is just for simplification. They are larger and than they appear. As you are floating around, you can hear the sound of activity from the south through a series of doors that are here, here, and here.
Okay, so
can
what can I
hear
see then?
You can hear things. They're doors, they're shut, but you can hear stuff coming from beyond with your incredible perception.
Okay, what can I stuff here from perception?
Well, you can hear the chatter of a number of individuals. Just people talking, more or less.
What are you saying then?
They are talking about the battle that was going on outside and how the siege is finally over and that horrible abomination has been wiped out at last. Some of them are talking a bit quieter about how it would have been over a lot sooner if the queen had stepped in.
I poke my head through the spring and cracks. Literally just stick my head through the keyhole.
Well, you don't have a head.
Metaphorical head. Imagine like fucking Michael J. Fox, that ghost movie. And that ghost just sticks his head through the keyhole and just popped up, like look around.
Again, you don't have a
like-
head.
Well, then I stick my gas through and look around.
Alright, you're gonna have to like pass your whole form in if you want to look around. You are not a anatomical person anymore, and your a sense of anatomy is well just not there anymore.
Yeah, but now that I'll do it faster, so
Okay, you're gonna go
So it doesn't
fast.
take-
You're not gonna be careful.
well, I'm not gonna take 5 fucking minutes to get to the goddamn door. No, that's tough
I'm just
to take.
saying, if you want to be careful, it's gonna take us some time to quietly do it.
Yes. Yeah. I'm
Okay, so-
gassed, so I don't make any sound anyway.
There are other things that could set you off. It's not just
Like-
sound or sight. You are gas now. You have to worry about other things such as someone smelling you. Alright, so you pass on through. It takes a minute or two, as you're not being quiet, but there's still a lot of you to move around. And you head in here. And
Yes.
reveal. You have entered the barracks.
Good. I'll keep my metaphorical ears peeled and keep on moving.
Okay.
How's the lighting in here?
It's fairly good. There are like sconces along the walls that are seem to be enchanted with some kind of continual flame spell. That's giving off a heatless white light.
Yes. So these are just wall. These are just wall.
Those are wall. Yes.
That is wall.
Yes.
Good. Keep to the side, off the ground.
Okay.
Listening. Looking around.
Pass by a couple people. They don't seem to notice you yet. Let's see.
Okay, so
Let's see.
those are doors or passageways and shit.
Yes, there is another doorway you can see over here.
Okay. So open doorway, wall.
Yeah,
That too.
yeah, that's a wall.
Okay, cool. So what is this doorway like? Is it Dory or is it Nima?
The door? It is a door.
Is it open?
No.
Then I will flatten myself and go through the bottom of the door
Okay.
and keep myself to the ground.
All right. And I will reveal
Hello, darkness,
the
my old
next
friend.
hallway. Reveal the next hallway. You have passed into another adjoining hallway, leaving the sound of talking behind you.
What were they talking about as I passed?
Mostly just the same stuff. About the fighting and how it's going to be the work that's going to be coming soon to clean up the city from all the destruction. Some people are a bit worried that that storm cloud monster is going to come down. That would be the last thing the city needs is another attack from a giant abomination. One that's flying, it was even worse.
Okay. So another hallway looking the same. Door, door all over the place.
Well, to the left. Well, to the left here, there is another large there's a door, and to the right there's another door.
Goddamn doors everywhere.
Hmm. Damn it, itching. Yes, there are doors. Well, actually, there's a door this way. This way, there is no such door. This way is just another passage, like another archway, leading into looks like a more furnished area.
Yeah, but the furthest area is so black.
Yeah, but you have to enter it first. You To enter the area,
Oh.
let the room has to load.
Yeah.
You need to go into the loading
But
screen.
yes, but I should be able to see in case that there are like guards or sentries and shit like that.
I'll let you see a little bit.
Yeah.
There is a
There we
devil.
go.
There is one of the demons is in there. A guard.
Okay. If I sneaking past him,
Okay.
shall I roll a sneaking pass?
Sure. Yeah. Roll me a new stealth check. You are the knight.
I am nothing. I have become nothing. That's actually pretty nice furniture.
You have entered the parlor, an area for entertaining guests. It is well furnished. There are a number of areas to sit. There are tables. There is even a couple rooms where one can rest with a bed. There's a bathroom, a few washrooms here and there, and down you can see down in you can see what looks like a music room.
I see. We get the fucking guest room, which is equal to the fucking shed. We won't be able to get entertained. I see what the fucking is. God, don't racist ass demon assholes. Fucking not good enough for your goddamn bullshit.
Heading south. All right.
No.
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 Okay.
No.
Oh. Okay.
Why would you pass a parlor? Why would you go find a route here? So opposite.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, so door here
Right.
too. Open,
There is a door
ajar.
here. There is a door.
What type of door?
It is a bigger. This door is a bit bigger than others, like the one that you had to go through for your rooms, for the guest quarters that you were staying in. Is
Time
is a
to
more ornately made door.
spellcraft check on this door then.
Okay. Hmm. 48.
Unless something is really, really fucking hidden, I will find it.
Hmm. You do not. There's nothing there for you to spellcraft.
Okay. Then I'll do the whole flat against the ground and go through the bottom of the door then.
Okay. All right. Are you going to go with any kind with any? Are you going to be quiet and sneaky, or are you going to just try and do it as fast as you can?
Well, if I'm going flat as possible against the ground, that way at least I'll have, it'll just be like a breeze in case if I bump into somebody. It won't be a smell or anything. It'll just be something just blew past, like small
Okay.
wind.
And spread yourself out.
Yeah.
All right.
Because if they have any form of shoes, like leather shoes or armor shoes or anything like that, it won't fucking feel my ass.
All right. Well, it takes a couple minutes for you to spread yourself out, your particles out across the ground, and slide your way in quietly. And entering in, you see a number of guards stationed in this room, along with one of the towering Amazonian gladiatrixes. Is leaning up against one of the walls, keeping an eye on things.
Now this doesn't look fucking suspicious at all.
Let's see.
The
Is that
way
no, is that on map player? No. Wait, what is that on then? Oh. Oh dear. I'm gonna turn you black so I can see you again. There we go. Okay. So, all right, heading into this room. This room is likewise like the parlor, well furnished. There are places to sit, but all of the doors you can see here are closed. This definitely looks like one of the nicer areas, though, judging from just how it looks.
yeah, something's off by this place. Is she guarding something?
Give me a sense motive. Yeah, give
Which
me a
is
sense motive
wonderful
check.
because yeah, that's rolled into perception, so negative modifier there, and oh, 28.
You get the sense that she is not really guarding something in particular, but she is guarding this wing of this area of the castle.
Does she have a door behind her or by her side?
There is a door. There is a door here, and a door here, along with a door here and over here.
And I don't hear them say anything, or I don't hear anything from the other rooms.
No, they're just standing watch. There's a door here. There's a door here, here, here. I'll list little lines for them. Those are the doors.
Okay, and I don't hear anything from the rooms I'm closest to, correct?
No, you do not hear. There's no chatter going on. You don't hear any signs of life from the rooms around you.
Okay, we'll keep moving on.
Let's see. How long does your invisibility last?
Let's see, my last, it's 1 minute per level times
Mm-hmm. So 2 minutes per level. So
26 minutes.
26 minutes? Okay, let's see. Okay. You get the sense from you would know now at this point now that your invisibility is about half done.
Okay, time to get it going then. There was a door here, correct?
No. No.
There
It's
was
more of a
no doors.
straightforward hallway. The only door that you know was the one that was going to the barracks here.
And there was no door when I passed here, correct?
What?
When I moved past here, was there a door here?
I mean, there's the way into the parlor over here. There's the barracks, and then there's to this area that you're in now.
Yeah, up in the north.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, this way. I forgot to label that one. There's a passage that way too.
Okay, to the ceiling. How
Okay.
tall is the ceiling and how tall are the Legion Devils?
They're about 6.5, and the ceilings here are about 10.
Okay.
Which is just an inch or two higher than the Gladiatrix's own height. Let's see. So you're going up to the ceiling.
Yeah, doesn't
and-
take many seconds to get there.
Okay. All right. Well, continue to go about your business. Let me see.
Since I'm still flattened out there, I can keep moving up
Okay.
at the very ceiling, at the ceiling top, and move along.
All right. And which way are you going to go? North,
No,
or
North.
where are you going?
north.
Okay. Well, feel free to move about so I know where you're going. All right. You are going to just head north and not check the other rooms?
Well, I'm listening and checking, so I'm not hearing
Okay.
anything.
No, you're not hearing anything. Okay. Well, you're going to
Because
head
here's the thing,
north, and there's a
they're
door here. So,
The thing is about this is that they're not going south way. They're going that way.
hmm,
If they were guarding all of this specifically, they would have been there and there, not here and here.
well, from where they're standing, they can see basically everything, both points of entry and the general room chambers.
Yes, but then this was the only entrance then. So if it was equal in importance all around, it would have been stationed straight down.
Hmm.
Northward we go.
Okay. Going to go north, and going to squeeze through the door.
This is too empty.
Through the door. Well, sorry.
No, I mean, like, this is suspiciously empty.
Is it?
Yes, this is suspiciously empty here.
Populate the castle. Oh well. All right. Well, while you're moving along through the place, we're going to pop over something else now. So, everybody, you're gonna go over to this map now.
Ah! What the hell? Savin, it's your fault.
Mater-
The fuck did I do?
materializing a strange invisible silvery mist will flow itself down a long set of stairs into a dark and misty catacomb. It coalesces back into the form of Holly as she steps down and into this long hallway. Looking around, make sure there's nobody about, she begins to float along, her feet just a bare inch above the ground. She follows the passage down its long, long length, far underneath the castle itself, until she comes to a large barred door. And then, speaking a word, the air ripples with nearly tangible magical force, and her body turns from solid to only barely solid, more ethereal than anything else. And she simply passes through the door. The four devils beyond see this ghostly figure, and yet before they can engage or raise an alarm, she swipes a hand, and they are encased in ice, entombed. Though beings that have been familiar with the ice, with the cold chill that is down in the depths of the earth, they are swiftly consumed by their frozen prisons. She pays them no more mind and passes through the doorway into this mist-shrouded hall, and then follows it to the next door, which she then presses a hand against, and a symbol will spread out from her hand in a circle along the surface of the door, and then there will just be a click, and the door will swing open with only a very faint force, displacing the mist. And she enters a room where there is a tormented soul, a distorted, tortured Tazrin. She sighs and stares down at Taz before she approaches him and goes from ethereal back to fully material and stands. She kneels at him, waves a hand in front of his eyes. He seems to be asleep. She looks back, sure that no one will come. She runs a hand through his hair and then grabs it, and then will smack him in the cheek. Tazrin Iroka, you will wake up this instant.
Does he? Also, am I playing Tazrin here?
For just a moment, for a bit, yes.
All right.
It is. You have been down here for a long time, longer than you can count, longer than you should be alive. But here you are, unaging, alive, every night, every day, and every night for the past, you don't know, years, weeks, has been the same torment every single time, the same delightful relief that you have experienced. Every day you are tormented, your body racked with pains and tortures, until you can nearly no longer stand it. And then at night, she comes, your torturer. But she doesn't torment you. No, at her touch, at Ereshka's touch, your body is healed. She tends to your wounds, feeds you and cleans you, makes you whole again, takes away all your pains, and makes you feel better than you could ever have ever felt, more complete than you've ever felt. And then so much so that you start to dread the coming morning, where you know that it will all simply repeat. And it has come to the point where you long for her a little bit, a little more each day, long for that end of that torture so that you can finally find your release again. And then suddenly, this day, this night, or you can't tell the time down here, it's all the same, you hear a voice of the past, a barely familiar voice, a stern, cold voice. Bark at you, and you feel a hand grab your head and slap you on the cheek.
Yeah. What?
You wake up and you see a hooded figure with a pair of great glowing blue eyes staring at you. Tazrin Iroka. Wait. Come back to the land of the living, please.
You.
Yes, me. Quite the mess you've gotten yourself into, hasn't it? Are you pleased with yourself?
Go
Your
away,
choices.
Phantom. You're not real.
We are the sum of our choices, Mr. Taz, and yours have certainly brought you to a, she looks around, interesting place. I am no phantom, though. No. I'm here. I am very real. It has been, I suppose, for you 100 years since you've last seen me? Since you decided to flee into the forest on your mission?
Has it only been that long?
It has been a century since the war started, and only, I don't know how long, a few years since it ended, and Ereshka took control. What has she done to you?
You don't want to know.
Was it worth it?
It would have been if I hadn't fucked it all up. Next time I kill the bitch queen, too.
Perhaps you will. There are a great many things in motion now, Taz. And unfortunately, I need you for them. So, it is time for you to leave this place. I am breaking you out of prison now. Do try not to cause a scene. It would be rather inconvenient for us, for Molly. You do remember her, yes? She's been quite worried about you.
She's the one thing that's kept me sane through all of this. I can never forget her.
Perhaps you'll get a chance to see her before you meet your fate. There are many great things that have to be done still. They require you, and you are more critical to your world than you could possibly imagine. This fate of languishing in prison is not for you. Oh. You've been through a lot of torments, and I'm not going to take those memories away. I think this is a lesson, a very important thing that you need to remember. But I will restore your wasted body and remove this curse that is afflicting you. She places a hand on your chest, and as you watch with one eye, as it is at this time of day, you see that her eyes look at you, and their normal cold, cool blue turns to orange, and they're filled with a emotion that you've never seen from Holly. They are filled with an incredible, a depthless warmth that you've never seen you've never seen in the eyes of another person, not even in Molly. And as she pushes a hand onto your chest, you see a golden light radiate from her hand, and that warmth that you see in her eyes, you can feel it through your body, running through you, and you feel it, your strength returning to you slowly. As the light gets brighter, you feel your aches and pains go away, your eye mends itself, your scars disappearing, though you still have your your hand is regrown, leaving you with 2 flesh and blood hands again.
Oh.
Strength returns to your legs and your arms, your body filling out to what it once was, though your scales are still an odd mix of red and blue. Though as you're watching, your pale skin and your blue scales change. They turn back to their original red and tan. The one thing that doesn't change is the almost more feral, bestial-like, more draconic appearance that you have taken. Something that is more than just a salamander remains. There. The curse is gone, and your torment has ended. Now, we must leave quickly. There are still more things I have to do here before we have to leave. I can't leave the things that you have left behind here. I have to return. I don't know how well the others are going to be able to distract Ereshka.
So are we killing this bitch or what?
Well, I would like to avoid such a confrontation. She is more powerful than... Well, she is very, very powerful now. She has the artifact in question that we have been after, the Heart of Magic. She has it, knows how to use it, and thus she is an opponent deadlier than any this world has ever seen. Ideally, we would like to steal it and then immediately retreat as far from here as we can and go back in time again and set things right. Set things back on their proper course.
Proper course? Come on, boss. You saw what my world was like, and now you've seen this one. We can't just set it on its proper course. We still have a chance to fix this, to heal my world. That's all I ever wanted. I've suffered so much for it, and I'd do it again if it meant I saved this world.
I will admit some of the others have discussed the problem at hand. Some want to simply go back and knock you out before you run off on them, hog tie you and keep you from menacing the time stream. Messing with the... She'll flick you on the nose.
Yeah.
Messing with the timeline is not on our... is not what we're supposed to do. That is grossly misusing the artifact of one of our artifacts. So just goes again. Don't even talk about me being hypocritical, using the staff to come back in time in the first place. I won't hear that from you. Even that, though I'm not sure if that Kaelirra has decided on what her fate will be yet. She plays a part, much like you do.
You mean the goddess?
Oh, well, she's not a goddess yet.
Oh good.
You know your history.
Yeah, all too well. Okay,
She
let's
has
go.
yet to-
Let's go.
Eager. Good. We will acquire your swords, and then we will rendezvous with the others soon. Hopefully they'll won't have made too much of a mess. You might need some clothes. She thinks for a moment and snaps her fingers at you. And a set of, average-looking clothes just settles along around your frame. Certainly not the armor and coat that you were long used to having. I hear you have a daughter now, by the way. She says as she turns to the door and starts heading back.
Yeah, nice kid.
Seems like it. Shame she's going to disappear soon.
What?
Well, if we go back in time, she won't, and fix things, she won't come to be.
Wait a minute now. Oh, god damn it.
That's how things are. Though, we've already picked up a couple of hitchhikers, courtesy of the demon.
Well, then what's one more, huh? Besides, she's her sister, isn't she?
She is. I don't know how fond they are of each other just yet. They've only met recently.
Well, I'm sure they'll have time to get to be great friends. But we're not just letting my kids stop existing. No way.
She breathes a heavy sigh. Not another one. What is with you people and your spawn? You're all such a bunch of... She'll, turn her head to the side, and you'll see something. One of her eyes is a cool blue, and the other is an orange. And she seems to twitch a little bit. Never mind. Let's go. I'll think about it.
Alright, Taz will follow.
All right. And then we will head back. We will switch back over.
Question.
Yes?
Does he fucking remember how to walk after 100 years?
Probably not very well.
Actually, Taz finds that he is capable of walking. His body has been restored from what has to have been
Yeah, he is
50 years of
body.
torment.
Yes,
No,
his
it's
body. His mind.
He's probably
is
got a bit of brain. Like his brain doesn't know the walkie thing signals anymore.
well, Taz has not been robbed of his memories of the time he has spent in prison and being tortured. However, his mental faculties are surprisingly intact from whatever Holly did. And I mean, if Taz wants, he was an adept artificer, and he knew a lot about magic. He could make a spellcraft check and see what just happened.
Oh god, I actually have a character sheet. Hold on, let me just
You
get
do?
that open.
You have a character sheet for this character.
Oh boy. I haven't opened this in since March. Let's see, spellcraft 18, 32.
Wow, 32? I wonder if that's actually enough. I don't remember what it is to... Let's just look up spellcraft real fast. To identify the proper... Identify a spell being 15 plus the spell level. Yeah, that's enough. You know what that was. And you know what she did to you. You didn't although you didn't know she had the capability to do that, to cast that kind of magic. That kind of feeling that rushed through you, that power, that heat and warmth that ran through your entire body and through your mind and your soul, could only have been that of a miracle.
Whoa.
That's going to be really expensive on the forms later, just so you know. Good luck dewing your way out of this one. You were entitled to a resurrection. That shit was a miracle.
Well, if I remember correctly, Taz has ranks in bureaucracy.
Oh yeah, no, but I don't think that he can beat the Geomancy purchase DC for exchanging not only the fact that he already used his resurrection, before the year of real time, he then got miracle done. After fucking up terribly.
Wait,
Essentially,
when the
what
fuck
she
did
did
he
was
die?
cured your.
He spent his resurrection on someone else.
She cured the insanity condition, more or less, and restored your body to health. All right, and now we are back in the castle grounds, back in the bathing, or in the bathhouse of the castle.
Sweet.
Where everyone is drinking, and Mierah is getting a little borky with her fawn wine.
Let's see how we're doing. Yeah, 27.
For your fortitude save, that's pretty good. You're feeling good. I mean, fawn wine has its usual effects, most evident in the rerouting of all of your blood going between your legs, and you feel a delicious warmth seep into your body. But it is nothing your fortitude can't keep a hold on.
Yep.
Though Molly looks down, looks at you, and then looks down, and then looks away really quickly with blushing. Oh gosh.
Yep. Mira's done the, just like the casual hot tub pose where it's both arms are up on the sides, just like leant forwards, legs a little bit spread. She's looking rather relaxed with herself.
So what are your future plans after... Are you going to leave again so soon? Or are you going to stay in the city for a time?
Well, to be honest, not 100% decided yet. Might well be worth that we go hunting down more of these great big old nasties. And maybe another travel to just parts far off. But we'd probably stop by before doing anything that, long distance-y wander-offery.
Shit. Well, that's
I
good.
know, right? There's plenty more good we could do in the world. Plenty more super evil monsters to smash up and just interesting things to see and explore. This isn't the only continent after all.
No, there are others. Though I hope you won't take my Kaelirra away from me again so soon, or for too long.
No, I'm very attached to it. It wouldn't be for too long, no. She'll bat her eyelashes.
Callie smiling. Let's see, where am I in this room? Yeah. She'll go over and give her mom a hug.
Oh, Areshka will give you a big hug as well and cuddle you for a moment. Really though, when are you going to stay here in the castle? Maybe settle down, find something, find someone. Come now. You can't go romping around forever. One day you're going to find someone you want to be with.
Well, we'll see. And she'll sort of give Mierah a look across the pool.
She spits some wine. Sorry, went down the wrong hole.
Callie will just pretend she didn't see that.
Really?
He quickly refills the cup.
Well, it looks like you two must be quite close.
Well,
So where did you meet?
Well, you see, Callie got up to some mischief and ended up in prison, and I kind of broke her out for shits and
Oh,
giggles.
Callie, not again.
it's a free bed.
Honestly, girl.
Well, back then my mom wasn't, the queen of the world. Besides, it was fun.
I suppose, but there was a home for you. You
I
could have
know.
stayed.
Mierah was just greatly amused by the parental exchange.
Callie is just squirming. She's like, oh, but adventure, Mom.
But adventure. It must
Well,
just have been my sheer animal magnetism.
Animal's right.
Smug noise.
Blurble, blurble.
Well, I hope you'll take a sizable break from your adventuring soon.
We'll see.
A young succubus should learn to curtail her wanderlust in exchange for normal lust.
I'm sure Tazia would like it if you were to stay around.
And listen.
Well,
It's it would be nice to get to know my sister more and spend some time with her.
Mierah is having far too much fun observing Callie completely out of her element, and now also the mystery Tazia.
Well, I'd like to spend more time with you too. I mean, God, it really does feel like we barely know each other.
Well, I mean, we kind of only do barely know each other.
Right, I mean... Well, we should fix that. We will
Say,
fix
what are a
that.
few of your favorite things? It's always a good place to start.
Yes, you two should get to know each other. You should spend some time together. Perhaps staying a couple weeks. You'll have to stay here in the palace, of course. I can't have you just staying in some little inn in town. No, you can stay here. You can get to know Tazia.
Well, that sounds alright.
And I know it would be such a trouble. You could spend some time with your dear old mother, too.
Oh, well. That, I suppose, is definitely overdue.
I think so. You only just came back and then you went off on another adventure. And here you are talking about going on some more, going to fight more monsters. When are you just going to just stay in one place? Just pinch one of your cheeks.
You're...
Mierah will hand off a cup to Callie before she completely dies of blush.
Yeah, Callie will drink and then pass the rest of it off to Taz Jr. here.
Mierah will blink.
Thank
You might not want to take a sip of that too if you're not used to it.
Oh, did you give Callie the?
Yeah, she just handed off a cup because I mean, it's Callie. She can probably handle her shit pretty well.
Oh well, Callie, you're gonna have to make me fortitude save.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Oh no. Oh boy. Oh, you're fine.
Yeah, it's fine. I
have
can
a
handle my
slight
liquor.
question.
She could hold her shit.
I have a slight question. Aren't like demons immune to poison?
Nah.
Yeah, but Callie's a succubus, and this is fawn wine.
This is
Those
bone
things go.
bone juice.
Those things go hand in hand together. And
Everyone
Callie,
knows the rules bend for boner shenanigans. It's how it's
Yes.
always been and always will.
Yes. Then Callie, you feel, you know, almost immediately that this was not just wine that Mierah gave you. This was, you've had this before many times, and this is fawn wine that you're drinking, and you feel a familiar sensation run down your spine and settle in your loins.
Ooh.
A warmth and heat settles into you. It doesn't. You are well used to it, and it doesn't overpower you. However, and you are just basking in the sensation of it.
And Mierah will also whine. And also, it's my cup, so if you pass it to your sister, then I can't reach it anymore.
Oh, you don't need any more.
What?
Come
I haven't
on,
even
share the
remotely
love
lost control
around.
of my. Well, I mean, I haven't nearly lost control of myself enough to share the love around, obviously, which means I can't have had enough.
Well, he's just gonna go over to this side of the pool. Settle on down next to Cadia. Oh dear, Cadia. I think they're starting. Oh dear. Is it? I think they might. This is going in a direction. Mierah's starting to hand out fawn wine.
Going in a direction, alright.
Mierah's ears twitch. I can still hear you guys. Gah.
That's true.
Yes, she will just pick up an idol, whichever cup it is, and top it back up. At the very least,
Okay.
I'm responsible enough to not like drink directly from the pitcher, which is, trust me, the moment that I heard it's possible to possible to temporarily make it at least run dry. I was just the first thing I was like, so let's see how the chug works. But no, I don't know. It's probably not a good move.
So I hear you like alcohol poisoning.
Yeah,
That's
stubbornness and
fine.
alcoholism go hand in hand. And I don't stop until this thing stops.
Oh,
The only way to beat magic is with even more guts and determination.
even more guts and determination. Yes, I'm sure that works out just fine.
She doesn't and then immediately just like pass off a cup to Erishka. She shows a little bit more restraint than that.
Well, I mean, I won't stop you two from having your fun. But things just haven't been the same for me since my husband.
Callie
Well,
will put a hand on her shoulder.
And,
Yes, I can safely say I wouldn't be a matching experience, most certainly.
Though I did have Tasia in the intervening years, that was, well, was less of a union of romance.
Would you murder fuck a guy?
No. It was...
Angry sex.
Don't get the wrong idea, please, Tasia. I love you to pieces. I understand, Mom. It was a bit of a more of a revenge lay for me.
Mierah.
Her
nearly
father was
spits
the
up a
one
drink
who...
again.
Her father was the one who took the life of my husband.
Ah,
I thought it would be amusing
ironic
For-
seems up there somewhere.
for his child to ruin to tear down the world that he was trying to save.
That did come out a bit grimmer than it might have intended originally.
You what?
Now we find out that Erishka is a sloppy drunk.
Why are there fireworks outside my house? The fuck?
Why?
Because
We need to
you're in Texas. Are you sure it's even fireworks? You're
Yeah.
in Texas. Maybe someone's just trying to kill the sky.
kill the sky.
Fuck you,
Fuck
clouds!
you, sun! Stop being so
no,
hot!
no, guys, remember,
Oh,
remember, fuck you, Space Egg.
Fuck you, space.
Yes, space egg. I'll show you.
Free the spell of calm.
That is
Man,
absolutely what's
you don't
going
need
on.
you don't need an excuse for fireworks. Although I think there's going to be a lot of fireworks around here pretty soon.
Oh, cool, who you bombing?
The celebration of light is coming up. So there's
The
going to be a lot of
celebration
fireworks.
of light?
Yeah, it's a Vancouver thing. It's an international fireworks competition.
Oh, I thought you guys didn't have fucking electricity. It's like, we're celebrating light. It'd be like, yeah, you flick on a switch, dude. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? It's called a candle. I know it's a new invention for you black-ass backwards motherfuckers. But come on. Have some fucking sense of
I
decorum.
certainly haven't heard any fireworks going off, so I'm pretty sure it hasn't happened yet.
But anything positive, at least we know you guys are slightly more advanced than North Korea.
Excellent. Mierah will pout a little bit that she doesn't get to initiate some kind of royal orgy. And sips from her cup.
Oh, actually, there's one of those today. Oh, well.
There's one of those today, sorry? Pardon?
Nothing.
Oh, a royal orgy! I mean, those do happen in Canada. I've heard the news. Well, it's pronounced royal orge A.
Orge A. Oh. Alright. Well, I think we've been going for, let's see, it's 4, 5, 6.
2.5 hours
It's
ish.
4:15 in the morning, yes.
Yeah. I think that's good for today. So we'll pick this up again in 2 weeks, and we'll see if we can't. We'll join suit right away with Sophie, going back on her misty adventures, trying to find the hidden vaults.
Hey. Wording.
Mhm.
Wording.
On
She's
her
not
cloudy adventures.
On her gaseous
Yeah.
adventures, that just sounds like
No.
you actually did another tour of.
Go back on her cloudy adventures.
No, I meant not going back on her. Like, continuing.
We'll continue with.
Yes, let's not
continue with
backtrack.
Sophie's
Let's not
cloudy
backtrack at the
adventures.
start of her adventure again. That would be a very time-consuming.
Yes.
No, like, she did. She's not doing a passer and going back on what she was supposed to be doing.
Yeah,
See?
fucking Tazran. Like, fuck that guy. Thank God he's dead, right, everyone?
Oh yeah, totally dead.
I know
He's
getting
it's
out
not
of the dick.
going-
He's getting so many kicks in the penises for breaking the world. I'm gonna tie his own dick tail around his waist so I can kick him in both cocks at once.
No, but even so, he will get a slap.
Oh, absolutely. He's so fucking deep in the doghouse.
No, but there's still people. Sophie, if she gets the chance, she will slap him.
Yeah, he might deserve it.